everyone, welcome to New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. And today it's Wednesday, Friends Day. So a big welcome to you all. Thank you for being here, whether watching now or later on after the live has streamed. So we have some fun things to look at today. And let's start straight away with this. So if you've been watching the last few lives, you'll know the latest book that I'm reading. And it is this, The Stranger, Not Forgotten, Never Forgiven, Camilla Lackberg. And I've got a fair way through it now. It's the front bit, the lower bit is how much I've read. And it's not for the want of not reading it. I've literally been reading a little bit while I've been waiting to go live. So it's quite engaging. For me personally, there was a lot of names. As I said before, it's Swedish characters. So the names for me aren't necessarily readable correctly. And I do tend to therefore skim read a lot of the names. And I have found that at the beginning, there were just all these names suddenly coming at you. But obviously, you want a lot of different characters. And I think they're all going to evolve around each other. So overall, I'm going to give it so far an 8.5. It would be a 9 if I didn't have an issue with working out who's who. And for me right now, there's one name that occurs twice. And I'm thinking it is the same person. There's no way they would have two characters with the same name in this, which then I got confused. I'm like, hold on, that character was something else just now. So obviously there's going to be some twist and connection there. And if you remember, it's about, part of it is this Swedish small community, and they bring a reality program to be filmed there to try to bring more tourists and things to this place in Sweden. And a murder has just been committed. In fact, the second one. So it's all starting to kick off. So let's say 8.5 to 9. If you're okay with when you can't follow who's who to start with, then it's a 9. If that's an issue for you, like it is for me sometimes. I think it's a book that you'd have to go back and read again, because there's little bits in it of somebody else saying things who's obviously the murderer. And obviously when you find it all out, I think you'd want to go back and read it again and it will make more sense. So let's say 9, which is a very good score for me so far. So, you know, for me, it's how it ends, of course, makes a huge difference. So there is that. Okay, let's go on to chatting about this. Recall, I was doing my cross stitch. I don't always do cross stitch. There are other crafts I do if you look at my videos. If you want to see more of my crafts, let me just run my other channel underneath. So my other channel is where I do all my craft videos. So that's running on the ticker below. It's Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. And of course, when you go on that channel, as with this channel, always check out the playlist to find what you're looking for. As I like to call that, a channel, something for everyone. So there's huge amount of different sorts of content on that channel. It's basically anything that isn't under this channel's umbrella. So lots of different things. If you're into cars, there's old cars and racing cars and lots of that kind of thing. So that shows you how extreme that channel is. So do take a look at that. But on to the craft. And the craft right now, if you've been watching the last few lives, you'll know I've been finishing off a project I started a long time ago, cross stitch dancing bears. It was actually called Bear Aerobics, as in aerobics. And I adapted the pattern. And I had to do, since you last saw the bears' faces, and I'd done the outlines of most of it, but I had to do the bears' faces, and I've done that. I don't think I'm going to do any more to it. I think I might just maybe frame it as it is and put it down the studio. I'm not sure yet, but for now, this will be your last showing of it. So we have the bears. I can't see now what I'm showing you, so I hope I'm showing it to you straight. Yes, pretty much. Yes. So there's the bears at the Bally Bar. And I think that's how I'm going to leave it now, just like that. I think sometimes less is more. I could do other things to it, but I think that's enough. Don't you like their cute little faces? Look. That really brought them alive. If you saw the last episode, the last live, go back and see it if you didn't when I showed it. The bears without the faces looked like zombie bears. They were quite scary, quite horrific. So next live, I will be showing you the next craft that I'm going to do. It will probably be another cross stitch. I haven't chosen yet what I'm going to do next, but very likely it will be another cross stitch because I'm trying to finish ones that I've got. If you saw that I had 2 auctions, I won 2 auction lots. I got squillions of them now, but I want to start the other ones I already had. So look out for what I'm going to do next on those. So moving along, let's do this. Today, I want to give you some YouTube heads up. Again, if you look on my other channel, there is a playlist and it's all things about YouTube, all myths busted. And some people hear something and then they spread the word and it just goes on and on and on. There's a lot of falsehoods out there about YouTube and things you can and can't do and things if you do this and so on and so forth. So I bring you facts about YouTube. And I have a few to share with you today. And as I say, these are factual, not heard over the grapevine. If you come back to me and say that isn't correct, then I want to know from you where you got that wrong information from. And most people go, oh, I can't remember, or I saw it on another channel. Yes. Yes, exactly. So these are facts. The first one I want to share is emojis. Now, there was all scandal and myths long ago about if you put so many emojis in and it can be detrimental in a chat. That was all rubbish. You can use as many emojis as you like. You always have been able to. But what I want to say is if you comment on a video to somebody and you only put emojis, it does not count as a comment. So it doesn't matter how many emojis you put. If you put words as well, that's fine. But if you only comment under a video with emojis, it does not count. So please bear that in mind, especially if you're commenting under my channel. I know it's quicker, especially if you're watching lots of shorts, to just put little emojis, and I do appreciate that. So this is why I'm letting you know, if you only drop emojis as a comment, it does not count as a comment. So it doesn't count as watch time or anything. It's like it's invisible. So that's something. The other thing I did talk about on my last live, I think on my other channel, was a new thing YouTube started doing. And as you start to watch most videos, you will see a big white page comes up with the YouTube logo. And this is if you use ad blockers. This is only for people who use ad blockers. And it actually says ad blockers are not allowed with YouTube, which is incorrect because it's social media and social media has to be available to everyone regardless, and it is not wrong to use an ad blocker. All you've got to do is just wait till the cross appears in the top corner, just hit it, and you will have to press play again on the video you're watching. They've deliberately done that so you think, oh, it's not working now. It's just stopped the video. So just press play, carry on. Please do ignore it. It's because the huge YouTubers out there are complaining that all their ads aren't being watched, and they're making long videos or many videos purely to get adverts in their video. So if you don't watch it, there was no point in them making these long videos or videos every day that they really don't want to make. So this is the reason for it. It's trying to make you think you can't use an ad blocker, but you can. And we've been doing it since it started. It's no issue. They cannot stop you. If it was one of these app type things where they say you can't use an ad blocker, you will find you can't use that app or whatever when that has come up. Whereas YouTube, you can. It's not a pre-warning. They just would rather you turned off your ad blocker. And they've discovered that's the way that some people think, oh, and turned off their ad blocker. So don't turn off your ad blocker. You're filtering your life to watch what you want when you want to watch. And ad blockers are free. Some people think you have to pay for them. No, you don't. There are free ad blockers. I actually have 2 ad blockers on because some block certain things and some block other things. So I recommend you look up free ad blockers, and 2 is always good because sometimes you'll find one stops working. If I clean my laptop, they stop working. I have to start them up again. So that's something else to bear in mind. The other thing is I want to talk about on YouTube is thumbs down, the thumbs down button. Now, there's been all sorts of myths going around about those. The biggest myth of all, if you watch bigger YouTubers, they will tell you, yes, fine, hit the thumbs down, it counts. It shows interaction with our channel. Of course they're going to say that if they get loads of thumbs down. And the reason you'll know when they're the sort of people we're talking about is because on your own channel, you can hide thumbs down. And this is to get a lot of people to think you haven't got thumbs down. But let me tell you, they have. Why would you need to block the thumbs down? I don't block thumbs down. Why would you need to block it? Unless you've got a terrible video or you're putting out bad content. Why? Some people say, oh, it's better for me not to see it. Well, fine, then turn off comments if that's how you feel about YouTube, because I would say a bad comment is worse than seeing a thumbs down. Is it not? So if you're coming back with, oh, it's, you know, it does me better not to see thumbs down, then turn off your comments. That is my advice if you feel stressed by negativity. And the other thing is to tell you that if you want to see another channel's thumbs down, just go in your settings and you can put see all thumbs down. Yes, it's amazing how many people I've spoken to this week who think if a channel doesn't have any thumbs down showing, they're not getting any thumbs down. It's amazing. So to let you know, you can look at any channel's thumbs down. Just change your settings to you don't have to go in each channel. I think you just put on your general settings. I can't remember what it actually says, but I think it just says something like show all thumbs down. I haven't bothered to do it. If people don't want to show it, then let them be. But just to let you know, don't assume if there's no thumbs down, then they haven't got any. And as I say, mostly they are the people who get a lot of thumbs down, but are, again, bigger channels. And the other thing, remember, as I say, do hit the thumbs down if you dislike a video. You're telling the creator as well. It's not being mean. It's telling the creator, oh, I didn't like this. But I do wish there was a part where if you hit the thumbs down, you can put a comment, why? Because, of course, you're going to get some people that just do that, hit the thumbs down. but it would be helpful for a creator. What was the issue? And I don't know if you know, but you can also run back. I don't do any of my analytics or look at anything like that, but you can actually play your video back in analytics, and it shows you waves of up and down, how when people turned off or fast forwarded, and then when they all peaked again. So that can often be, let's give an example where I would say on a bad video, oh, today it's going to be about this amazing thing, oh, blah, 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 and build you all up. And then I don't talk about it for 15 minutes into the video. So, of course, then people are fast forwarding through all that. So you can see all that if that's something that interests you. So that's really it to say, if you want to thumbs down the video, don't be fooled by all the big YouTubers and those who have passed on this myth too, that, oh, if you don't like me, well, if you put a thumbs down, you're actually helping my channel grow even more because you've engaged in my channel. No, there would be no purpose in having a thumbs down button then, would there? And as I say, the analytics can show YouTube that hopefully if you hit thumbs down, you're going to turn off that video. So turn it off, hit the thumbs down. YouTube can see someone started watching and stopped watching, and not only stopped watching, but felt it was credible enough to hit the thumbs down. So that's a bit of myth busting on YouTube. Facts. Okay, let's go from that to some happy chat. So what I want to share with you today is something silly me did. I shared last time what somebody else did that made me laugh. So now I'm sharing something that made me laugh today. We all mistype, and it's great to sometimes spot them before you've uploaded, or other people let you know you've got a typo or something like that. But sometimes you can mistype and it creates another word entirely. And so it doesn't get flagged up by when it tells you like you spelt something wrong, that kind of thing. And that's what happened. Was it today or yesterday? I forget now. My days all roll into one long day. So I had typed in on a short, I think it was this morning, I was showing grown from the pips. Something grown from the orange tree pips. And I did a typo and it now said something else. I have fixed it. It says orange trees growing from orange tree pups. Oh, I didn't put tree. It wasn't from tree. It was orange trees grown from orange pips. So it was orange trees grown from orange pups. So if you see any orange pups out there, then grab a hold of them, get some of their pips, plant them, and you might have orange trees just like mine. That was me just throwing a bit of paper away. You do catch me out sometimes. So I was just throwing that bit of paper away. What did I just put up? Oh, garden updates. Garden updates, not a lot. I haven't been here all that much, so not much been going on here. I did do a quick literally seconds filming of my potatoes. I'm trying to do every so many days or every couple of weeks and just show the growth of those, and then I'll put them all together as one video when I actually dig them up and you will see them. And I must calculate when the 100 days is up, because 100 days is when approximately you can pick your potatoes, harvest your potatoes. You don't pick potatoes, you harvest potatoes. So it's about 100 days. I have got the date I planted them. But if you don't know when you planted them, or you forget the date and you want to know when to harvest your potatoes, this is what I say, that you get the flower on the potato plant. The flower goes. When the flower goes, you can actually harvest them. I wouldn't recommend it. They would be very small, like we call new potatoes. But if you're desperate for potatoes, you could do it any time after the flower has gone. But the proper time of harvesting potatoes is the green potato plant dies back. Now, you need to watch it very carefully day by day, because to catch the actual prime time, as I say, it changes very quickly, this green plant dying back. So as it dies back, anytime it starts to look like it's starting to die back, you can harvest them. But the best time is, don't let it die back completely, apart from which it would then go disappear back into the ground and you won't know where each potato was if you want to harvest the areas individually, if you've got a big area. Harvest them when the plant has started to die back, but it still has a bit of green in it and a little bit of life. So the stem might still be greeny, or the leaves might still be a bit green, looking like it's about to die off. You know, if you haven't watered something for a long time, then this is the kind of look you're looking for, something that's gone a bit, there's still a bit green in it. It can have brown on dying off, but not totally brown died off. That is the prime time for harvesting your potatoes. So I hope that's a good tip for you. Do check on my playlist. I have the playlist of the hugelkultur beds, is where all my potato videos are. I grew them in lots of areas, and I've got videos all on that playlist of the hugelkultur beds. And I show all the different areas, and I show digging up all the areas, made a comparison. The hugelkultur bed was the best, so all the potato videos have gone in that hugelkultur video. So do look that up, digging up each area, and then you can make your own assumptions as to what you think is best for you, how to grow potatoes if you don't have a hugelkultur bed. So that's something to look for. So let's go on to this. It's a bit jerky then, wasn't it? I was on another page then. I think that's what caused that. If you saw me not looking at you, I'm on another page. I think that was probably what messed it up, because what we're going to do now is tambourine time. And what is tambourine time? Tambourine times is my channel shout outs to people who have been supporting my channel. So the fair way of doing it is I go on my videos and I actually shout out channels that have commented. So I will randomly pick videos out. This is very bizarre. I've gone on my... Oh dear. I've gone on my channel and I've got a problem because it's playing a video for some reason. I wonder if I can mute it for a minute. There we go. This is the trouble. I don't know why an advert's come up all of a sudden, but an advert's come up. If I was playing you something, then obviously I will get a copyright strike for if there's music in it, or if it indeed even names a brand, if I was someone who does sponsorships. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Wine advert came up then. I will report that advert because, as I've already told you today, I have no ads playing. No ads. Okay, so ad blocker, that's the word I'm looking for. So the first person that we've got tambourine time for. Now, she doesn't have a channel, but we will say hello to Della Smalley. So hello to Della Smalley. Welcome again to my channel. And we actually have somebody in the house, in the chat right now. So we'll give another shout out. And that is for Jimmy from the Astute Tourist. So welcome into the chat, and we'll go to one of my other random videos. I have to not always do the most current video. So we'll go on another video. We'll read out who commented on the chat. And we have Karen Adrian Container Gardening. So hello to you. And Karen says, my best crop this year was peppers, especially hot peppers. Your peppers are beautiful. Oh, I love your potato setup. Very nice. I hope you get a huge crop. Funny, we were talking about that then. And we have faithd.s. So hello to you. Thank you for being here. Happy Monday. We have Rebel Canners. Carob, like the chocolate substitute. And I put, yes, and many other things, such as what old music records were made of. We have Jessie Variety Channel. Says, wow, nice bell pepper. And we have KK Travelland Education Vlog. Just saying hi. And we have GQuat Traditions, traditions with a Z. So we have traditions with a Z. So do have a look at those channels. And Mr. Jimmy's been busy. Mr. Jimmy's been busy typing. I like that. Hope all is well with you. No, you need to catch up on my last live on this channel from Wednesday, the 4th of October, and you'll get a big synopsis. Save me keep repeating things. A big synopsis. So that's the live on this channel, Wednesday, the 4th of October. And I write it up. I've got both channels up there. You'll also find, a more recent update on my other channel live. That's actually the better update because it's more up to date. On Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty on Friday, the 13th of October, live. That is a better synopsis because that talks about many things. And Jimmy says, hit the like button and share out the stream. Thank you very much, Mr. Jimmy. Yes, I've not been around. I literally get back and have to do my lives and then I crash out for the rest of the day. You'll see. Okay, let's look at another. Let's do another one. Let's do a random click on a video. There we go, and then we can see the comments on a random one. Have Jackie Bartholomew. If you've been watching me lately, you may know who Jackie Bartholomew is. Jackie and Jerry were visitors. They came to see this YouTuber's property. Yes, They came for a visit. So, as I said, that's the third lot to come and visit me after seeing me on YouTube. So that was great. I don't think Jackie has a channel. Jackie doesn't have a channel. And then another great supportive channel is Two Doves, Bees and Gardens. So check those out. They were actually the winners of the free seed giveaway that I do every month. So they were winners of that this month. So hopefully they'll let me know when they get those. And another person who was a visitor to my little olive farm, someone else who saw my channel and came to visit me from there. So that was pretty cool. Yes, so let me just see if I can find for you somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's near the end. If you don't know what my seed giveaway is, I think there might be some information somewhere here. This might help you. Have a lovely comment from Mr. Jimmy from the Astute Tourist, who was a previous winner of the free giveaway seeds. And Mr. Jimmy says, I can't wait for spring to plant our seeds that you sent us. I can't wait to see that either. I love to see that. I just love my seeds growing all around the world. I think that's absolutely quite awesome. And yes, what do I grow? Do you know what I grow? Tell you what I did do. I picked some dates the other day. Haven't picked all of them. So I picked some dates. And this shoot tourist says, I'm not sure if the will grow here. I would recommend you just keep them cozy. Keep them cozy. And if they don't, they don't. We can all try. I think it's great that I send seeds. Some people are like, oh, don't send me things that might not grow. It's fine. That's what we do. We all try. So we try different seeds. If they grow, that would be super. If they don't, nothing lost. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Mr. Jimmy also says, question for you, Dawn. Dawn loves questions. Do I need 2 grapevines to produce fruit? No. As long as you have other pollinating things around them. So you need to attract pollinators into your garden to get grapes. So if you grow one grapevine way away from anything else, then it won't do as well. But no, you don't. You don't need 2 grapevines. Nope. Most people who have small properties just have 1 grapevine and grow it over a trellis or something. So no. And also, if you grow 2 different types near each other, you can come up with something else. It might still be those actual 2 different types of grapes, but the tastes might be a bit intertwined as well. Oh, great. Thank you. That's okay, Mr. Jimmy, anytime. I will hope to come back on your channel next week. Hopefully we'll see, because I have less appointments now. Because the foot physio is kind of finished. I don't have to go 2 or 3 times a week. So that's good. But I do need to catch up on my stuff first, and then I will be back, as you know. Okie doke. Let's go on to this. Let's do. From England. I don't know if anyone else used to have these sweets, but treats were in a packet of sweets. They were then called minstrels. I don't know if any of you know what they are, but those blue flat things in that little bit there reminded me so much of what used to be called treats in my day and got changed to minstrels. If anyone's like, oh, let me see. They were chocolate crispy covered soft chocolate. So I'll show you again. Big ones look like Maltesers. I'm sure you all know Maltesers, right? So let's play this one today. Top 5, the game that will get you talking. Well, get me talking, you lot are mute. If you want to type in your answers, then do feel free. If you're watching this back later and you fancy any of these questions, do put your answers in the comments below. And you know I love reading your comments. Oh, you love the music. Mr. Jimmy loves the music. It's all right. I can read your misspelling because I read backwards anyway. I actually had read the music bit first, the top one. I read that without any issues. It wasn't until you put music, I was like, what? And I looked back and realised it was wrong. Okay, name your top 5 things that make other people happy. So 5 things that you feel make other people happy. Your top 5 things. You can think of them. Your top 5 things. Fat fingers getting away. Oh, my brain just lets me down. Never mind the fingers. I don't know if you heard the bit I put. I said earlier in this live. I don't think you were on then, when I was typing a short heading, and it was orange tree my orange trees were grown from orange pips, and I put it as my orange trees are grown from orange pups. Not pips, orange pups. So I'm saying if you see any pups around that are orange, they create orange trees. So top 5 things that make other people happy. A letter, and I mean an actual letter. When something comes through the post, well, our post is an hour away, so it doesn't come through the post. But yes, to receive an unexpected letter, to me, that is something wonderful. So, all right, it's other people we're answering, but I think to send someone a letter, just a surprise gift, I think, and it doesn't have to be a monetary gift, does it? So if you just say to someone, oh, here's some flowers, or here's some chocolates, or swapping a good deed for your time. So basically you can come and you say, right, next week I have a free morning. Is there something you would like me to do for you? If they say no, take them out for the day, go for a walk around the park, just spend time with them if they're available. So spending time with people, giving people your ear. So let them just chat and say what they feel and get things out of their system. So just being a friend, or if you're not near people or near your friends, then of course you can be on the other end of a telephone. The astute tourist says, excuse me, let me have a drink. The astute tourist says, telling them you love them, that's lovely. Helping out a friend. Paying it forward, Jimmy's always on about that, so that's dear to his heart. Surprising them with something good, i.e. a trip, wow, that would be awesome, a gift, etc. Spending time with a loved one. That lovely answers, absolutely lovely answers there. Fantastic answers. Let's pop that up while we look at the next question. So yes, basically being there in some way or another. The next one, name your top 5. Oh, I'd like to hear this, what you say for this. Your top 5 things that really annoy you. Oh. My first one is false information. False information. We talked about YouTube myths earlier in this live. So I like to set the record straight on those. So, and then word spread. So it's gossip. Let's use gossip as well as the second one. So gossip and spreading misinformation in any shape or form. Something Wikipedia is well known for, and I have told the story of that before, how they say, I don't live here, no one lives here. It's on Wikipedia, so I don't live here. It says nobody has lived here, and this was a huge village, and it says no one ever did or does now, basically. So false information. Oh, fair play. You know, that is my biggest bugbear. Fair play, when people are not treated the same for many, many reasons. Fair play. I think fair play is awful. I don't like, I can't give an example for legal reasons, but let's just say when people, let's say officialdom, want you to produce, say, paperwork, documents, things you don't have and never have had and can't ever have. Let's say something as simple as you need to show a driving license, and I don't have a driving license. And if they turn around and say that is the only thing we will accept, for example, the only thing, and without that you can't access this, all the things everyone else can access, then that isn't fair play. So my bugbear there, the thing that annoys me, is bureaucracy only in respect of if they say you have to do something and it's impossible, then you are stuck. So that's a bit of a long-winded answer. So when you are stuck by people saying, well, if you don't, oh well, then never mind that. I've just seen this one. Mr. Jimmy's put Karens. It's lucky my name's not Karen, isn't it? I would be most upset. Oh dear, I love that. Jimmy also says, people that say they can't without even trying. Yes, closed talkers. Yes, people say, oh, I get that a lot. Oh, you're lucky to be able to have gone and lived abroad. I couldn't afford it, or I couldn't do it, or it's not possible for my circumstances. Yes, people who talk themselves out of achieving things. I'm going to say that overall. Yes, people who talk themselves out of ability. And something that just brings that more to mind is you see so many highly disabled people climbing mountains and doing all these huge things that normal people can't do or say they can't do, and yet these people defeat all the odds and do all these amazing things, and someone else sits at home going, oh no, I can't do that because, well, and they look for reasons. We can all look for reasons. We can all find reasons. But we're all able to do things we don't do because we choose not to do them. Jimmy says people that abuse animals. We're lucky we don't get much of that here, which is good. I've said before why people keep asking about the goats on my videos. Do they just roam free? Yes, they do, but they're trained to go back to where they came from, like a dog will go home, and that's what they do. So they don't believe here in having pens, or like for goats, they don't pen them in. They put them in a goat shed at night, like a big area, but during the day they're free to roam and graze, and so that's nice. Jimmy says deliveries that say they will be there between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. Is that 8 p.m. and 8 p.m.? Oh, they say it be in the morning, deliver in the morning. They just don't say what morning. Oh dear. Oh, we're lucky here. We don't get that nonsense. We're quite lucky. We don't have to wait for medical appointments or waiting lists, nothing like that. 7 p.m. 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Well, it's irrelevant, Jimmy, because they're not coming anyway. Or you end up having to phone them to see where they are, and then they come out with the story of the truck broke down or some such nonsense. Well, why didn't you ring then and say? Especially if you have to take time off work. Yes, especially that. There is that. Okie doke, let's do another. Name your top 5 favourite places to visit. Favourite places to visit. Well, if you go on my other channel, I'll just run it on the ticker tape below here. I do Tuesday tours. It's a live, it's a pop-up, so there's no set time for it. Tuesday tours, and I take you to different places. And Tuesday just gone, so that would have been yesterday, I believe, I actually took you to my favourite place in the whole world. Where's that? Well, you'll have to go and look. So yesterday's live on the channel running on the ticker tape, I took you to my most favourite place in the world, and I actually tell you reasons why it's my favourite place in the whole world. Yes. And I wonder if any of you have been there. Let me know if you have under that video. So there's that. What was it? Favourite places to visit. So that place, I'm not going to say it. That place. I love the Bahamas. I'm talking countries. I love the Bahamas. That's my second favourite. We did look to move to the Bahamas full time, but I've gone through many times reasons why not. Where else? I obviously love Cyprus. That's got to be my most favourite place of all. Oh, and in the house we have 2 doves, bees and gardens. And I have just mentioned your channel on this live, so you have to play that back and find that. So welcome to 2 doves, bees and gardens. Big welcome to you. Thank you for being here. And what do they say? I see a message. Good morning. Can't stay too long. Work's a bit crazy. Yes, you work for a living. Good for you. Well done. Well done to all of us who stay home all day. It's awesome, really, how much you get done on your channel, considering that you work. The astute tourist says something. If I can click on it, I can read it. I will be in the Western Caribbean on October the 30th. Fantastic. Why did you not take me with you? Why did you not? You know I love the Caribbean. I love it. So we will be looking for your video when you return, because do check out Jimmy's channel. He does lots of places he goes, and what I call genuine video. It's not just like a travel log type thing. It's him enjoying where he goes and what he does. You'd love for us to come. Well, we don't have passports, so it's impossible. We don't have passports. We couldn't afford to keep them up, and now they've gone up even more. We have to get English passports. Yes, and way out of our budget. Plus, I'm not supposed to travel anyway anymore. They did say when I moved to Cyprus, make sure your choice is right, because all the situations I can have on the plane and they're not equipped to deal with them. So yeah, I'm here now. You have to come visit me. You have to come visit me. So yes, places I like. I do like castles that aren't museums. So not that have stuff in, like history stuff in them. I like actual castles, like ruins, but that you can walk round and go up the turret bits and down in the dungeons and things like that. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. I like this. I love Cyprus all the time. Love it. If you were abroad, they'll be like, what are you doing? What country do you think you're in? Oh, I love that, Jimmy. That's great. History for Mr. Jimmy. Yes, definitely history. You love your history. Okay, let's do another question. Name your top 5 ways of avoiding doing work. Number 1, get a mic. Number 2, have brain damage and multiple disabilities. Someone normally lends a hand. Avoid doing work. Be busy with YouTube. That's 3. Be busy with YouTube. Avoiding doing work. Go out. Go out. And one that I use a lot. We both use it, me and Mike. Oh, I can't do that. There's a cat on my lap. Oh, can't disturb the little cats on my lap. Oh, I like this. This is a astute tourist answer. Watching Dawn on a live stream. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, this is a good one. I'll go with this one. Eating. Yes, eating. I'm busy eating now. Oh, I've just sat down. That's a good one, because it takes me a bit to get up. So oh, I've just sat down. Or if it's something to do outside, oh, I've just taken my shoes off. Yeah. Or if it's something to do on the computer, it's like, oh, I've been on that all day. I need to give my brain a break. I do that actually. I do. Mike's like, because your lives, Jimmy, the ones I come on of yours are after my lunchtime, as you know. So Mike will say sometimes, oh, what are you doing this afternoon? Or are you doing this? I'll be like, oh no, I think it's Jimmy's live. So I have used that quite a lot. I have used that. Stuart Terry says, just one more biscuit and I'll get to that one. No, you should say, I've just finished the packet and then I'll be back at work. Yeah, cat on the lap, that is probably my main one. Oh, there's a cat on my lap now. Or who's going to make the tea? Like eating tea. We don't drink tea. People think we drink tea because we're English. No, we hate tea. A lot of English people hate tea, by the way. And who's going to make the tea? Oh, cat's just got on my lap. And then one of us will call the cat, come on, then go on the other one's lap. I think that was a really good question. I like that one. Yeah, I think we could keep going on reasons there. Okay, let's do the next one. Name your top 5 things you'd say to your hero. I'm not really for heroes. Mike's my hero. That's as far as that goes, really. So I'm not telling you what I say to him. Oh dear, I'm not saying that. Not saying that. Yeah, I don't believe in famous people as in celebrityism. I believe in well-known people, but famous, if you say in your country someone famous, I may not have heard of them, therefore they're not that famous. So we're talking more iconic, historic people and that kind of thing. I look up to that, people who invented clever things like the telephone and computers and those things like that. Oh, Jimmy, that's lovely. Things he'd say to his hero. I love you, Dad. Oh, that's lovely, Jimmy. Oh, bless. That is really sweet. Oh. Yeah, so heroes, no. Heroes, that's not really something for me. Perhaps we're going to talk about Superman and Batman, superheroes. What would you say to them? If you could meet a superhero, what would you say to them? And tell me who it is that you're saying it to. So Spider-Man's my favourite. I do like Spider-Man. So I'd say to him, I'd got to ask something about all that webbing. Oh, that's good. Jimmy says, how about what took you so long? That's a good one. That's an excellent answer. What took you so long? Yes, Spider-Man. I'd say, how can you breathe in that? Or isn't it a bit hot in the summer? I wouldn't like that sort of material around my face all the time. Or we know who you are. We've seen you in films. Oh dear. Okay, let's do one more. Let's finish with one more. Oh my goodness. Name your top 5 noises you hear in a zoo. Let's just do noises. Your top 5 noises, things you like, your top 5 sounds you like. So I'll say the sound of silence. Now, there is never silence, very rarely. Here, as you know, there's no one lives for miles and miles around. There's birds. You might hear what are they called? Goats, those things, animals. You might hear goats. It's very rare there's no sound at all. There's normally a bird flying off. You hear the fluttering. Oh, of course. Jimmy says music. Of course. Hearing the coffee brewing. Oh, that's a good one. So, yeah, I'm saying countryside. So no sounds, as in no traffic, that kind of thing. Sound. I like what Mike does. Hi, honey, I'm home. I like that. That's nice. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, you're such a sweetie. He's put Colleen's heartbeat. Colleen is Jimmy's wife, if anyone doesn't know. What about my cats purring? When they're like sleeping purring, I do lay on them gently, and I like their deep purr sound. I do like that. Jimmy says the return of birds after winter. I do like hearing the owls at night when I lay in bed at night. We've got owls nesting, and I can hear them flying and twittering and that. I do like that very much. I do like the sound of bees, like when they're flying around the poppies and that in the spring, but not like a big mass of bees, but when you hear like an odd one buzzing around. The Astute Tourist says Molly and Sophie snoring. We'll just explain that one, Jimmy. Molly and Sophie are his two dogs. Thought I'd better explain that one. But yeah, that's a bit like the cat's purring, isn't it? That's really nice. So yeah, there are some beautiful sounds. I like water, sound of water, either the sea coming in and out, like the waves, or a brook. Your pups, yes. Like a little brook or a waterfall. I do like water, or a fountain. I do like that. I like water sounds, definitely. That's very calming for sure. Okay, I'm going to finish there today because, as you all know, I'm limited on StreamYard. I think I'm going to be all right this month. It's a longer month, so that's why I'm just being a little bit cautious. And I'm doing lives on 3 channels now, so I have to be very careful there. So we got a comment from Mr. Jimmy. Oh, the surf of a babbling brook, for sure, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to finish today. I'm going to do quote corner and then my outro. And I'd like to thank all those who popped in. Jimmy says he must get back to work. So I finished my quote corner and my outro. Thank you for being here, whether live or watching back later. Don't forget, if you're watching back later, then drop me a comment, because I love saying hello personally to each and every one of you. So see you, what day is it? Wednesday. So I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, all being well, should be okay, for a pop-up on my other channel, and hope you can join me there. And see you too, Jimmy. Thank you so much for being here. Always enjoy the chat. And Jimmy says smash the like. Thank you for that. So see you tomorrow, guys.